Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. So I just want to give you a quick little update. My two guys have been out of commission. Got my Associated custom paint job and my Pro4 SC10. So these guys have been out of commission. My Pro4 SC10 servo went out. I had bought a nice servo off of Amazon. It was a nice one, super fast. Somehow on the jump, slammed down and it just stopped working. So that's after about 5 or 6 months of using it. So I don't know. So I got a new replacement servo for it. I got the ProTech 130T, so we're going to be installing that. I've also got a new body to paint. I love to paint the bodies. My last body that I painted, I destroyed it already. And so I've been using the factory bodies that I have, but I'm going to definitely do my own custom body going forward again. And my Associated 3S, love this guy, super durable, drives very well. Although I wish it did have some sway bars, but that's not a problem. I know how to handle it without. But the ESC went out. So on a long big jump, made the jump really nice. It landed down, the chassis slaps down and popped. The ESC just stopped working. Wasn't responsive, where I was getting flashing green lights and such. So we all know what the flashing green lights of death means, right? So I contact Horizon Hobbies, tell them my ESC stopped working. This was on the 13th. They respond to me on the 14th, like, hey, send us your information, send us, a valid receipt of your purchase and from where, and we'll see what we can do. And a nice, reliable photo of any particular damage to it. So I send them all that stuff, right? Super fast in an email, didn't even take 10 minutes. They respond back, hey, we're gonna be sending you out a new ESC. This was on the 14th. Well, today on the 16th, ESC has arrived. And I can't speak highly enough about them. Got a brand new BLX 100 for my Associated, so we're going to be installing that as well. Just want to give a big thumbs up to the customer service and support over at Horizon Hobbies. They made this seamless transition and just helped me out super fast, and I greatly appreciate them. So going forward, this video will be about installing a new servo and doing a little bit of maintenance with the Associated, right? I haven't done much cleanup with it, so the internals, they're not looking as clean as they could, so I'm going to dust them off, wash them up a bit, get some of the residue of the dirt, dried up dirt out of those joints and such, so they can start working appropriately again and get these guys ready to get back out on the track. Also going to be showing you the new paint job that I'm going to be doing for my Pro4 SC10 body as well. I do plan on getting another body, clear body for the Associated also. These aftermarket bodies, the ones that you buy in addition to the one that comes with the vehicles, are a lot thinner than the ones that come with your vehicles. I noticed, the ones that come with the vehicles, nicely painted and thicker Lexan. When you get these clear bodies that you paint yourself, they seem to be a lot flimsier and thinner. So that being mind, make sure you're doing some good, drywall and duct tape and so forth to fortify your bodies. But thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for the videos. Hey guys, so here we go with our installation of our new ProTech Servo 130T, high voltage, high speed, high torque by ProTech. And so got one of these in my Associated. So we're gonna get this installed today. We're gonna move the old factory ESC. So before the other one went out, I had took this out and put the new one in, and that's the one that went out. And so I went ahead and put this one back in, and went and had some fun at the track, but I noticed like it just was not responding as quickly as I would like to it have responded. So I was quick to remove, and the idea of I need to just get a faster servo, and so I did that. And so yeah, so here we are installing. I'd like to thank you guys for joining me. This is gonna be a quick video. I'm sure all of us know how to install servos at this point in our RC journeys and careers. So this shouldn't be anything too crazy. But in the meantime, if you guys are ever in New York City area and, you know, want to get some riding in, some racing in, we've got a wonderful track up in northern Bronx, and it's known as Gun Hill area of White Plains of the Bronx. Gun Hill Road. Small track, 8 scale track. We run 8 scale, 10 scale, 14 scale. They got a lot of truggies, nitro truggies up there as well. We usually get a good turnout of guys on Sundays, and we have some fun ripping and roaring and just having a good old time with the RC. So if you're in the New York City area, give us a holler. Come on up. I'll meet up with you guys and we can get some fun in. All right, we're gonna remove these 4 screws and get this guy out, get the new guy in. We're gonna keep the servo horn on because it's still usable and it's good. It's not beat up fully. Your servos aren't hard to replace. So if you're wondering what kind of power system I've got here, I got a Copperhead 10 with a 3200 kV motor. Nice fan on top of the ESC as well. This gives me good power. This enables me to run 4S. So that's what we do a lot of. I use it because the guys at the truggies that I go against, the 8 scale truggies, the 8 scale buggies, these guys are running 4S battery packs. And so I run a 4S to be able to keep up with them and challenge them. And I like the speed. Then when I go down to a 2S, it's not a problem. Actually feels kind of slow at the 2S, just from having, been racing with a 4S battery pack. But I like it a lot. And here we go. So we're gonna attach that little horn. We're gonna be reusing that. Let me get these screws situated. So they're all there. It's 3. Is there another? I feel like I'm missing one. Yeah, I see it. And there we have it. So we got our 4 screws to hold it. So one thing about our servos first, let's just take a good look. Inside the ProTech 130T servo comes with an additional servo horn, which is super cool. A couple little things, spacers and such to help. This is a nice, cool blue one, so got an additional blue one, which is awesome. 25 tooth spline. That won't be hard to put. That nice little metal casing, help dissipate the heat, metal gears. So one thing we got to do first is when we're installing our servos, we got to zero out the servo by connecting it to the receiver and the power source, get the battery connected, let that servo zero out before we install it. Before we get the servo horn put back on it and get it connected again. So we've got the servo installed, we've got a battery pack hooked up. Now we're gonna center the servo, right? Before we put our horn on. So we're gonna turn the car on. Get the servo centered. And it is centered, which is great. So from here, we're just gonna place our servo horn on the most vertical position we can. And there we have it. So let's get the screws placed back in. Let's get the car turned off. We'll do a check in terms of how fast the servo is afterward. We'll get these screws screwed back in here and here. And that'll be it. Quick job. And voila. Servo installed. So let's get the car flipped back over, up, right side up. We're gonna turn the car back on. Super fast. And from here, if it needs any adjustment, that's when you get into your, your EPAs, your endpoint adjustments, and your trim, and you set it straighter. But for now, it's good to go. We'll take it out for a run, test how straight it is, but I already love the speed on the servo. Thanks again for watching, you guys. And remember, bash hard, bash often, most importantly, bash safely. Now do me a favor, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell. Till next time, guys.